Hey YouTube, this is Kevin Bowen of Bowen Small Engine, and today guys I am continuing on this 3.5 Briggs and Stratton cool bore. It's a 70s model. As I had advocated in the other videos, I really like these engines. They are personally my favorite. This engine is mine, so I will potentially be going through it. To what depth, I don't know just yet. If the rings are acceptable, I may just use the rings that are in it. I have no idea what's been done to this engine, but I have seen when I was taking it apart that a lot of bolts were loose. So that makes me think that the prior owner may have potentially done some work. I don't really know for sure. So that's one of the reasons that I'm kind of discovering, if you will, what has potentially been done to this engine. It came out of a barn, and I have been led to believe that it's been setting for about 20 years. Okay, so bear that in mind, guys. I have removed some of the oil sump bolts since the prior video, and I have used some 320 grit sandpaper to basically just polish the crankshaft so that the oil sump will come off potentially a little easier. Without further ado, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get right into this, okay? And I'm going to remove some of the cowling or shields, if you will. I could use the impact. I'm going to be honest with you guys, the ratchet was actually closer. So there, of course, is some of the cowling. And of course I'm going to use the impact to remove this last bolt on the oil sump. I have not broken the oil sump away from the engine just yet. I was saving that for you guys. So just letting you guys know, all I done was took all the bolts out but one, and then decided that I was going to clean the crankshaft. So you guys really haven't missed out on anything. I will be using a rubber mallet to do this. And you can go about this many different ways. Typically, I just do it like that. Now here's a really good example, guys, of quality, and I can't stress that enough. This is the main reason that I love these engines so much. Look at the slinger. Look at the way they made them. Look at the cam. It's solid. It's not that plastic shit that you find in the engines nowadays. It won't hold up for nothing. These things were built to last, which is exactly why I'm making this repair. I am definitely very pleased to get this engine. As you can see, the crankshaft, you know, like I noted in the other video, it is solid. It's not like this piece of shit. As you guys can see, it's plastic. And I'm sure there's a plastic cam floating around here. If I've done some digging, I'm sure I'd come across it. I may potentially do that just so I can show you a comparison between the two. It absolutely drives me crazy, guys. The quality and how it's went to hell in a handbasket. I do know there's a cam floating around here, guys. I apologize. I can't easily identify it at this point. So bear with me, okay? Anyway, progressing along. I'm going to pull the tappets. A lot of people call these lifters, okay? They're not lifters. Technically, Kohler is the only engine that I know of that actually has lifters, okay? The Kohler Command, okay, have hydro lifters, okay? These are called tappets. I, of course, will be removing the connector rod and the piston and inspecting those as well. I just wanted to get this on camera, guys, so you guys could see this for yourselves. That way you could see that the quality that I had mentioned. Okay. Without further ado, there was something that I wanted to show in the prior video that I didn't quite get a chance, and that is the bullshit hype that people tell you that you can't put a valve in a drill without doing damage to it. That's not true. You can do it. You just have to be very careful not to over tighten the chuck. Okay? And I'm going to show you a prime example of that. This is that exhaust valve. Now, all I do when I'm cleaning these valves up is I dip them in bar salt, and I take some fine scotch brite, as you guys can see, and I'll just kind of put my hand over it, and you guys will see how shiny this valve gets. Doesn't hurt it at all. And I apologize for the state of this drill, guys. It's been through hell. My brother, let's just say he's not easy on tools. So as you guys can see, that valve cleaned up pretty nice. And of course, I'll do the intake the same way. I'll chuck it and show you guys that there's no gimmicks. Little bar saw. And you're going to see that there is absolutely nothing wrong with this valve once I show you guys this back in camera. Okay? See, there's nothing wrong with that valve. Chuck didn't hurt that valve at all. And you can kind of see where the old valve had been worn. At this point, guys, I can see that my battery is getting a little low on my camera. I apologize for that. I'm going to have to end the video. Until the next video, YouTubers.